said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. The Longhorns will kick it away first. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So NC State's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
Wilson will throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Still on his feet at the 45. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. The pull and throw off the RPO. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers to that.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Needed to get rid of that football, but just couldn't turn it loose. The defense got to it.
This defense, they understood the challenge coming in. Like, he is elusive. He is a game breaker. They were not going to let his legs beat him. That's what they told us anyways. And so far on this first drive, great job getting to him and getting the sack.
Catch in the middle, it's Smith. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And on this opening drive, the team gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced a field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So Texas's offense has its first opportunity of the day. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Time to get to that 1st down marker. The Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll keep it on the sneak. They pick up that first down easily. You wonder sometimes if you're 2-down territory there, you take a shot on 3rd and run it on 4th, but they opt to just move the chains here.
Man, I laugh now watching quarterback sneaks. It looks a lot less fun than back in my day when I played, because not only are you getting hit from the front now if you're a quarterback, but you've got your own guys running into your back now as well. You see these push plays more and more often today in college football. No first.
So the offense gets an automatic first down after the roughing the passer penalty. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Baxter. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered, pick up the first. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. The give to the back. Can't get him to the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Longhorns are marching down the field. We reach the break. It's NC State on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Right on the money. Oh, he got loose. He's brought down the run of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. And the Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. Looking for room, it's Baxter. Touchdown, Longhorns!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Let's talk for a second about NC State. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Oh, man, how about that? You get your first carry, you're so excited, trying to make a difference, trying to make a play, trying to prove yourself, and you coughed it up. That's not a good start. First carry to fumble it, give it to the other team.
And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Wants to throw. It's Manning. With the catch, it's Baxter. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. And the Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Got enough for the first, and he's still going.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Complete to the left. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Burnt Orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
Yeah, and making those big plays down the field. Texas, when you think about great teams, you think about explosive playmakers, making those big plays, keeping those defenses on their heels.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that 1st down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Wingo. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a 1st down at the 12. Running the red zone. It's Baxter. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the 1st and goal.
How many 1st downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be fluid.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
I think we need to see more creativity in the route running. We need some slants. We need some out-breaking routes. You're expecting man coverage down this area of the field, so you got to do something to create separation.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Texas! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you can have offensively. David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the 1st half.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wilson to pass. Quarterback adapting. He'll pull it down and run. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. Looking downfield, and time is running short. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Fires to the tight end. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Wolfpack will have first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. North Carolina State will kick it off to open the third quarter. Fielded in the end zone. It's Gibson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
They'll run play action. This time on target. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to pass. It's Manning. Throws to the wideout. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Longhorns line up to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. North Carolina State has it back in the offense. They'll start this drive going to the air. Caught over the middle. It's smothered. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Steps away to find some room. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Got it in the middle. It's Jones.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Wilson will throw. He's got it on the move. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Wolfpack. How about this? A two-point conversion coming.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here comes the Texas offense. And these guys come out feeling some game pressure. Things have tightened up, and they punted it last time they had it. Give to the running back. Runs through the tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Man, what a play by the defense. Right up the middle, getting the tackle for loss and getting penetration. You've got this offensive coordinator right now. He is digging into his play.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's going to throw deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Longhorns send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They close the gap on their last drive. Now an opportunity to take the lead if they can score here. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Going right and going deep. It's a big stride inside the 10. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off. And really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. Touchdown, NC State! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
He gets in there for the 2-point conversion and pushes the lead to 3. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's coming out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. To the ground with the back. Hard running there. Just shedding tackles. Tackle is made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there.
Man, I just love physical backs that break tackles and get those extra yards and show that toughness, Palmer.
He's so hard to get on the ground, David. He plays with great pad level and also has phenomenal balance for a runner.
Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Wolfpack! What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
How about the play by the big defensive lineman? Not known for interceptions, usually getting after the quarterback, stopping the run. Had a chance to make an interception and then do something with it. Take it all the way back to the house. No, ladies and gentlemen, that was not in slow motion, but he got in the end zone, and that's all that matters.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. From the gun, the running back has it. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Gets it to him on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Oh, he's got some space. Works his way to the 18-yard line. Not enough for the first down. They'll be facing fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Motion from the wide receiver. Grab behind the line. It's Wingo. And that decision will be questioned for a while. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The give out of the gun. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's got it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his feet to buy time. He's got it on the run. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Illinois is ahead right now, but the school that produced the likes of Dick Butkus and Red Grange has some work to do before this is over. They're up by a field goal over Ohio State. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. To the air. It's Manning. Just a short pass to the tight end. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The Longhorns want to move quickly.
And his defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
They just keep firing. Grabbed over the middle. It's Evans. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. the gun. Pocket breaking down. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they take it in for 6 more points. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get...
There he goes! He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Illegal blocking.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. On 1st down, here comes this offense. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll go to work on 2nd down after doing damage on the ground.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few 1st downs, and get a W.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for space. It's Smothers.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. They'll leave it with him. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. Leaves it with the back. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
But not by a lot. Late in the game, they need him to play his best football at a moment.
And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. And the kicker will try to add a little cushion to this late lead. And they didn't need the extra points, but maybe just a chance to stick it to them right here a little bit at the end. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win A ranked win who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That's going to do it.